Last night's memorial service for Charlie Kirk was yet another example of our president not fulfilling his duty. As Judge Merriday said last week when throwing out Trump's New York Times lawsuit, a complaint is not a megaphone for public relations, and neither should a memorial be. Let me turn around and say this. How many times do I have to say the same thing? First of all, we are on our way to 500,000 subscribers, and we're getting really, really close. So do me a favor. Help me to build this community. Help me to get to that 500,000. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share, because the insanity, the lunacy, it's just not going to stop. Now, look, Trump took the opportunity last night to spread misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, rather than honor Charlie Kirk. And Charlie's wife, Erica, she said, this was heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching. It was human. It was real. She forgave Tyler Robinson, the kid that killed her husband. Trump, nonetheless, took the stage and announced that he hates all his opponents. Play the clip.
In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
Yeah. Let me speak to you and say to you, you are the president of the United States. That means you are the president of all Americans, even those that don't ascribe to some of the things that you're doing. Now, we already knew that that was true, but this weekend, Trump posted on Truth Social instructions, literally instructions telling Attorney General Pam Bondi to go after people like Letitia James and James Comey and Adam Schiff. Go after them directly. Now, let me be clear about something. If there is something to go after them, they should. I'm going to keep my opinion on that to myself. But if in fact that there is, and I suspect that there might be, do it. But do you really have to advertise it? In it, it turns around and it says, Pam, I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that, essentially, same old story as last time, all talk, no action. Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. Then we almost put in a Democrat-supported U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past, a woke rhino who was never going to do his job. That's why two of the worst Democratic senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit and that we had no case. No, I fired him, and there is a great case, and many lawyers and legal pundits say so. Lindsay Halligan is a really good lawyer and likes you a lot. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now. President Donald J. Trump. Now, again, I'm not going to get into the merits or to the individuals, but if in fact that there is something, well, do your thing. But announcing it on Truth Social, putting this, we'll call it quiet, hidden command to Attorney General Pam Bondi, this is not the way to do it. And on his way to Arizona yesterday, Trump was asked if he threatened DOJ leadership if they don't prosecute them. Play that clip.
Have you ever threatened DOJ leadership if they don't prosecute with this?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, I look at the facts like everybody else. You read the facts, and to me, she looks terrible. She looks like she's very guilty, but that's going to be up to the DOJ.
Are you concerned with this?
Yeah, it should be up to the DOJ, and they should do their job. They should do their job. But to do this, once again, This just corrupts the entire process, and nobody knows what's right or what's wrong anymore. Now, then on the way back to D.C. last night, Trump said that the DOJ is targeting all the crooked people who were around before him. Play that clip.
In regards to Pam Bondi, who should she focus on as far as bringing accountability?
Everybody, really. It's a big office. She's doing a good job. But focus on everybody. There are a lot of crooked people that were here before me. And people that almost destroyed our country. If I didn't win this election, our country would be destroyed. We wouldn't have a country right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, the country would cease to exist. It would probably just revert back to control by the UK? Would we maybe be taken over by Canada? Where would we be if he didn't win? Now, at Charlie Kirk's memorial, Trump literally ranted about how the violence only comes from the left. Play that clip.
Many of these people, by the way, are paid a lot of money to do this. They're agitators. They're paid agitators. Remember that? When you see they all have the same beautifully printed sign, every sign is identical, comes out of a top-level print shop. That's not the signs that are made in somebody's basement. Those are paid for by very bad people, and hopefully we're going to be finding out through the DOJ who those people are. At another college, Antifa terrorists shattered windows, threw rocks, and tried to storm the building where Charlie was speaking. It was a really bad one. Often dozens of police officers were needed to prevent left-wing violence. And the violence comes largely from the left. You don't hear that from too many people, do you? And virtually...
Yeah, let me be very clear. Let's first start about the placards. Yeah, they may be printed up, but how about all the placards at the Trump rallies or at Trump events? I'm not sure what he's trying to say there. And as far as the violence coming from just the left, that's not true. It's just a blatant lie. It's a complete misstatement. He also goes on and says that the DOJ is investigating radical left maniacs who pay protesters. Can't tell you that I'm not being paid for my comments. I mean, seriously, I don't understand how they intend to prosecute somebody because they made placards. Play the clip.
Because you can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. Can't let it happen to a country. The Department of Justice is also investigating networks of radical left maniacs who fund, organize, fuel, and perpetrate political violence. And we think we know who many of them are.
Yeah, sure you do. Yeah, we know exactly who they are. He also goes on and continues to rant about Democrats who are upset about Jimmy Kimmel. Let me just turn on before I show you the clip. Let me be very clear about something. It's not just Democrats. It's also Republicans, because this isn't an issue, as I talk about in my Substack. This is not an issue of Jimmy Kimmel. This is an issue of the First Amendment. Play the clip.
I've heard stories of commentators, influencers, and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval, excuses, or even jubilation. You've heard that. So have I. Couldn't believe it. Some of the very same people who spent the last 8 years trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're major losers, by the way. That will be proven out in a short period of time. Some of the very people who call you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the...
I'm not even sure where this information comes from. It's made up by Stephen Miller. Now, Trump also discussed his plans to invade Chicago. Play that clip.
We got rid of, we took out 1,500 career criminals, 1,500. If you have 3 career criminals, that can make a big difference. But I'm so proud of Washington, D.C., and now we're going into Memphis. And we'll get that one straightened out fast. And then we're going into some others, but we're going to go to Chicago, and we're going to have Charlie very much in mind when we go into Chicago, and we'll get that one straightened out. You have an incompetent governor who he thinks it's okay when 11 people get murdered over the weekend. He thinks you don't have any crime when 11.
Yeah. Again, what he's doing, he's taking one statistic and he's completely stretching it like it's a piece of toffee. Now, Trump then goes on and speaks about his successful tariffs, something we all know is just not true. Play the clip.
Just like Charlie and Erica made Turning Point hot, we are looking at a country that has the chance to attain a level like never before. Tariffs are making us rich again, richer than anybody ever thought was possible. And the only one challenging them are people that hate our country or foreign countries that are paying a price, because they did the same thing to us for years. They took advantage of us, but we're making money. We're becoming richer and richer, and we're taking...
Yeah. Once again, let me be very clear. You've heard me say it 1,000 times, and I plan on saying it at least another 1,000, maybe over the next couple of months. Tariffs are taxes. Consumers pay tariffs. Plain and simple. It's not paid for by the country of origin. We pay for it. And all you have to do is just check your receipt the next time you go to your big box shop. Now, on the plane back to D.C., Trump spoke about the lack of boats in the waters near Venezuela. Play that clip.
On Venezuela, you said that, let me quote your tweet here.
No boats in the water anymore.
Yes, well, you said...
Additional boats. You don't even find a fishing boat. You don't even find cruise liners anymore. There's nothing in the water near Venezuela. It's actually strange. You know what that means? That means there are no drugs coming in.
You said that the price they'll pay will be incalculable if they don't take people back. What does that mean?
Well, you're going to have to figure that out.
Mr. President,
That one,
Mr.
yeah.
President, on your autism announcement.
That's very funny because just 2 days ago, there was an announcement that our FBI, Secret Service, uncovered 75,000 pounds of cocaine that entered the U.S. 75,000 pounds of cocaine. But at least there's no boats in the Venezuelan waters. And finally, I want to end on a clip of Stephen Miller. Yeah, the man who definitively wrote Trump's insane memorial speech. Well, let me not say definitively. Let's just say probably wrote it. Yelling like a madman about evil versus good. As if he would know. Play the clip.
The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity.
And you are sick. No other way to describe it. You, sir, are sick. Sick in the head. That's why I constantly say, help me to grow this community. We have so much right now on the line. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share. And please, please help me to build this. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.